20 Secrets of Carolyn Bessette-Kennedy's Style. Some women change fashion through spectacle. Carolyn Bessette-Kennedy changed fashion through discipline. Today, we uncover the 20 style secrets behind a woman who transformed minimalism into modern American luxury. Every insight is rooted in the reality of her life, her Calvin Klein education, the pressure of her public marriage, and the emotional armor she built through design. You're watching Cultured Elegance. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to never miss a new video. Secret 1. Calvin Klein Education. Before she married into the American royal family, Carolyn worked inside Calvin Klein's PR division, rapidly becoming the team's internal style icon. Former Vogue editor Kate Betts recalled, "She was Calvin Klein walking. She absorbed the Klein doctrine. Clean lines are a luxury. Let craftsmanship speak. Neutral palettes read as sophistication. Remove anything unnecessary." Her fundamental aesthetic wasn't inspired by celebrities. She inspired the celebrities working around her. This was not fashion as decoration. It was fashion as identity control. Secret 2. Tonal dressing, the architecture of restraint. Carolyn almost never wore more than 2 colors at once. Her most iconic tones: black, cream, navy, stone, espresso brown, camel. Monochrome brings the eye from head to toe in one motion, elongating the silhouette. It also neutralizes photography glare and eliminates chaos in a tabloid flash storm. Tonal neutrality wasn't boring. It was visual strategy in a life where the world was always looking. Secret 3. Tailoring was her shield. Every piece she owned, even denim, had tailoring. Her Levi's 501s were hemmed with sharp precision. Her trousers broke perfectly at the ankle. Her coats created clean verticals, no drooping shoulders or pulling buttons. Tailoring has a psychological effect. No wrinkles equals no vulnerability. Perfect fit equals power without aggression. When the world felt unstable around her, she kept her lines straight. Secret 4. The one-statement rule. Carolyn believed that if one element speaks loudly, the rest must whisper. Examples: a red lip equals neutral outfit. A sculptural coat equals simple hair plus shoes. Satin slip dress equals bare neckline. No clutter, no confusion. She designed the viewer's focus deliberately. Secret 5. Basics transformed into luxury. White shirts, black turtlenecks, slip dresses, but they were from Prada, double-faced wool for flawless structure. Yohji Yamamoto, architectural tailoring. Anne de Meulemeester, androgynous minimalism. Jill Sander, the queen of clean lines. Narciso Rodriguez, liquid silk mastery. The pieces looked simple, but the quality was extreme. She elevated the ordinary by refusing the ordinary version. Secret 6. The black uniform after dark. Nighttime equals black, not to fade, but to control the room. Black absorbs harsh light and removes distraction. It keeps attention on the face and the movement, not the garment. Her black evening coats, often Prada, were sweeping shields, elegance without invitation. Secret 7. The wedding dress, a global reset. October 1996, Cumberland Island. A private chapel, and a dress that rewrote bridal fashion, a bias-cut silk slip designed by Narciso Rodriguez, who was largely unknown at the time. No ornament, no veil drama, no lace or crystals, no visible boning or corsetry. It set the standard for modern bridal minimalism. Designers still echo this silhouette today, nearly 30 years later. That dress didn't follow a trend, it created one. Secret 8. Menswear to highlight femininity. Carolyn's wardrobe often borrowed from men's tailoring. Crisp white Oxford shirts, straight-cut trousers, oversized coats, loafers, and brogues. This masculine framing made her delicacy sharper. Narrow wrists, long collarbones, swan-like neck. Fashion is contrast. Carolyn mastered the soft inside the strong. Secret 9. While other women chased designer monograms, Carolyn refused. No LV, no GG, no interlocking CC. Not even Chanel buttons. This is what fashion historians call quiet luxury. Decades before the phrase existed, her wealth was expressed not through labels, but through taste. She wasn't trying to be impressive, she already was. Secret 10. Hair as discipline. Her hair was a style philosophy. Middle part, platinum but natural toned blonde, slicked behind the ears, or a controlled low bun, unmoving, unapologetic, unbothered. Even when the wind blew in New York, she made stillness look intentional. Makeup artists later said she wanted light to sculpt the bone, not color to distract from it. Secret 11. Red lipstick as calculated drama. Carolyn rarely used color, but when she did, she chose red. A cool-toned satin red lip appears in some of her most photographed evenings. 1996, Kennedy Center, Honors. Upper East Side charity dinners. Paparazzi photos leaving Cipriani with John. Red became her controlled rebellion. Makeup artist Pablo Manzoni, who once worked with her circle, noted that Carolyn believed a woman's face should be remembered, not her eyeshadow. She kept everything else bare, glowing and human, letting the red lip be the single stroke of vibrancy. It wasn't girlish, it was decisive. Secret 12. She let the body define the silhouette. Carolyn didn't let clothes overpower her. She chose pieces that followed her natural lines, necklines that highlighted her collarbone, sleeves that revealed just a hint of wrist, waistlines placed to visually extend the leg, bias-cut dresses that moved with her shape. This approach reflects a Calvin Klein philosophy: start with the woman, then design around her. Her elegance came from structure and proportion, not embellishment. Secret 13. Sunglasses as public armor. Oval tortoise shells, thin black frames, amber lenses with soft curvature. Carolyn rarely faced a camera without them, especially in the final years of her life. Not vanity, survival. She once said to a friend, documented in Vanity Fair interviews, "If they can't see your eyes, they don't know your mood." Her sunglasses created emotional boundaries, psychological privacy, protection from tabloid interpretation, a small thing that represented self-defense. Secret 14. Practicality as a form of luxury. Carolyn rejected the idea that elegance must suffer. She walked New York City in black ballet flats, leather loafers, suede wedge boots, comfortable kitten heels. Her priority was ease, and that made her look effortless. Celebrities in the 90s often dressed like mannequins. Carolyn dressed like a woman who lived, walked, carried groceries, hailed taxis, held her husband's hand while rushing across Greenwich Village streets. Practicality didn't diminish glamour, it refined it. Secret 15. She rewore outfits to signal real wealth. In the 1990s, celebrities faced public ridicule for repeating outfits. Carolyn did it all the time. Her black yogi coat, worn dozens of times. The same Prada skirts, navy, knee-length, photographed repeatedly. A simple white shirt, identical appearances months apart. Her favorite cigarette trousers, a staple for years. This was a visual code. True luxury is consistency, not consumption. It was a direct response to new money culture and a continuation of the Bouvier-Kennedy lineage of repeating beautiful clothes with pride. Think Jackie's re-wearing of Oleg Cassini coats. Carolyn wasn't performing wealth, she possessed it. Secret 16. Handbags were her sculpture, especially Hermes. Carolyn owned some of the most coveted Hermes designs, but in classic CBK fashion, she carried them without fanfare, her go-to models, all documented in paparazzi archives. Birkin, 35 bags. She also carried Prada nylon shoulder bags, practical days, structured minimalist flap bags, low-profile spotting. But Hermès was her quiet power move. A Kelly in her hand said, "I don't need branding. The craftsmanship speaks for itself." Instead of logos shouting status, shape, structure, and heritage signaled it. That is old money elegance refined for the 90s. Why this matters. Hermès was the perfect match for her philosophy, luxurious but quiet, expensive but not bragging, crafted to last decades, gravitas without glitter. Carolyn didn't chase trends. She curated a wardrobe of legacy pieces. Secret 17, texture contrast as a styling tool. Because her color palette was neutral, Carolyn let textures do the talking. She paired silk with leather, cashmere with denim, wool coats over satin slips, structured outerwear with soft knits. Editors today still cite these looks as masterclasses in modern minimalism. Texture layering allowed every outfit to photograph beautifully. Even when her wardrobe looked simple, it was never flat. Secret 18, evening wear, built around movement. At night, Carolyn chose fabrics that glided, fluid bias cut silk, Narciso Rodriguez, crepe gowns, Jill Sander, sleek dresses with open backs, Yohji Yamamoto. These were pieces that only became stunning when in motion, walking down a New York sidewalk or stepping out of the Four Seasons lobby. A fashion historian once noted, with Carolyn, the moment you saw her move, the dress came alive. She understood that elegance is not static, it's kinetic. Secret 19, style without spectacle. While 90s fashion leaned into excess, glitter, logos, supermodel theatrics, Carolyn did the opposite. Her wardrobe spoke in refined lines, stillness, subtlety. Silence can be more commanding than noise. And for a woman living inside one of America's most famous surnames, silence in style was a form of self-possession. Her restraint became her signature. Secret 20, minimalism as a life philosophy. For Carolyn, minimalism wasn't just fashion, it was how she protected her inner world. Friends recalled that she hated clutter, disliked fuss, and chose privacy at every possible turn. Her aesthetic was shaped by the pressures surrounding her, marriage into a legendary political family, overwhelming public fascination. A marriage lived under constant surveillance. By subtracting visual noise, she maintained emotional clarity. Her style said, "I define me. Not the cameras, not the name, not the expectations." And that is why her influence endures. Thank you so much for watching this Cultured Elegance documentary. If you love deep dives into timeless icons and the art of style, you can continue with my curated playlists, linked below. Thank you again for spending this time with me, and I'll see you in the next one.